everybody. So I wanted to let you know that I did ancestry DNA, and according to them, I am, since the recent update, I'm 7% Irish. So I don't know a lot about anything Irish or Irish food, and then I looked up some stuff and I was like, oh, okay, that's the same stuff I've been eating for years. So get ready, everybody, for me to put my spin on what they consider to be a traditional Irish dinner. So corned beef brisket already is kind of salty, and so, but as I told you in a previous video, I always try to season everything with the old-fashioned butcher shop all-purpose seasoning, and I am a fan of this stuff, and so I'm going to put some on here because it's probably going to come off in the broth. So then I'm going to flip it and do the same to this side. I saw a cool trick on a YouTube video last night on how to season the meat really fast and cool and evenly. And I can't remember the guy's name, so I'm not going to be able to tell you what the trick is until I figure out what that is, because I don't remember. So anyway, I just seasoned the meat. This is actually like, it's like 2 3/4 pound piece. I didn't want to get anything bigger because there's only a couple of us here. And so I'm going to put this in a pan and cut up the vegetables. Okay, so I'm actually going to use 4 carrots, and I'm going to peel them really quick. It's not that big of a deal. I don't mind them unpeeled, but they do have, like, you know, the little hairy looking root things. So I'm going to go ahead and peel them. And I'm going to do 4 carrots. If you prefer to do like baby carrots or whatever, I wouldn't recommend canned because they'll get mushy. But you can use 4 carrots, or, you know, maybe like, I don't know. I'm only going to use 5 potatoes because it's only, you know, the 2 1/4 thing of meat. Carrots done. Starting potatoes. Ow. Yeah, see, so clearly I'm not a chef because I just cut myself. I'm going to try to hurry because this is... No, not the last potato. Okay, so I also forgot to mention I'm like the most accident prone person there is. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 cups of water and I'm going to put them in my pan. Now, I don't know exactly how big this pan is. It looks to be about, it's a lot. That's 4 cups and it didn't even touch the bottom. So I might have to add more in a second. But, so I'm going to add beef bouillon. And this is, you know, 1 teaspoon per 1 cup. So this is 4 cups. And I'm going to turn this on high. I want it to start to boil before. So let's see here. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so 1 teaspoon. Times 4. Okay, and then you're going to turn this on so it can start to boil. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these up and set them to the side for later. Hopefully without them flying off like that. So I'm going to leave them sort of big but not huge. So I really like cooked carrots. And I would just use a bigger knife. I just cut myself with the damn slicer, so I'm just gonna stay small. Alright, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna just kind of not make these real small neither. Like, kind of like this size. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to put this meat down in here. And, okay, so the corned beef is in here, and I'm going to just put a lid on and let it, I'm turning my stove down to, you know, a little bit like medium low. So you want to cook it on low heat for a couple hours. So one thing that I forgot to do that I should have done earlier is the little seasoning pack that came with the brisket is supposed to go in when you first start. And so I'm only about 30 minutes in, so I guess it's probably not going to matter too much, but I'm going to dump this whole seasoning pack in here and then put the lid back on, and I'm going to still keep it on medium low. So now we are pretty close to our mark. We're going to go ahead and add our veggies. We don't want them to be not cooked. So I'm going to add all these vegetables into the water or the broth in the pan and put the lid back on while I cut up the cabbage. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this cabbage up. And so I was looking online, you know, since I'm new to being Irish. So I looked online at some different ways to do all this stuff. And I'm just going to improvise and do it however I want. So I'm going to cut this. I don't know how to cut cabbage wedges, so I'm just going to slice it like so and do both sides, and then we'll add it to the pan when there's about maybe 15-20 minutes left. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece of meat out, and I'm going to set it in this pan, and then I'm going to just let it sit there. While that's all going on, I'm going to add the cabbage to the pan, one chunk at a time. Maybe not one chunk at a time. Anyway, I'm going to stack it up as far as I can here. And then I'm just going to replace the lid and let this ride out for a little while. Okay, so this is what happens when you're only 7% Irish and you go trying to make Irish food. So it doesn't actually look anything like any of the ones that I saw online, but it actually hopefully is still going to taste good. It kind of smells good. So I have boiled down the cabbage a little bit. The potatoes and carrots are here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain it out and put it on here, and I'll show you the end product in just a minute. Okay, all my friends, this is looking good and steamy. Here's our corned beef brisket. It looks really, really good. And so I'm going to serve up a plate and try it out. All right, last step, the plate's made. I'm just going to put a little bit of the liquid from the broth on top. And then I'm going to go Okay, so I've been waiting a while, and it does kind of seem like, so the meat is cooked, but it is a little bit, you know, like, it's just tough. I guess I normally use the one where it's like pulls apart, but I got the one for slicing just for the purposes of making this video. So I'm going to try it anyway. It's chewy. Kind of bland. I think the salt might have cooked out, but I really, really like corned beef and cabbage. So thanks for watching, and I hope you'll come back again and see another crazy video over here in Jackie's kitchen. Have a good night.